everyone. Welcome to another episode of the Adult Deck Podcast, the podcast where you come learn how to stack your cards against the game of life. I am your host, Ronnie Scott, and I am not here with my husband and co-host today. I am here with our very first guest of the podcast. So we're just here to chill, talk, hang out, and do it. So I'm going to have everybody introduce themselves, and then we'll get right into it.
Hi, I'm Darnisha.
Hi, I'm Trish.
Hi, I'm Marilyn.
Hi, I'm Raven.
Hey. So I just want to talk about, first, I kind of wanted to talk about, since I'm like the married spud out of the group, I kind of wanted to talk about like what it's like being single, trying to date, yada, 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 just out here in the world with COVID being how it is. And then like the government not really giving us nothing to work with. So we don't know what it's going to be like anytime soon. Like, so are y'all like looking for somebody, just going with the flow, just feeling people? Like, how does it work now that we can't really go out and meet people and party and go to bars and restaurants and all that good stuff?
Sure.
I'll go. For me, it's a lot of, hey, let's FaceTime.
Mm-hmm.
I try to convince them if they make it 2 weeks of talking to me, hey, if we both self quarantine for 2 weeks and I know you haven't been out there being reckless, maybe we could bump into each other at the grocery store shopping for essential goods. If I trust you enough, maybe we can attempt a restaurant that has like some patio seating. If you make it further than that, maybe you can see my humble abode.
Right.
But I got to get them to stick around for 2 weeks first. They don't have a lot of patience.
So are these people that you kind of knew like before quarantine, before everything kind of got shut down, thrown off, or have you met new people since then?
For me, it's mostly new people. The people that I knew before quarantine, um, one guy, I ended up cutting him off just because he ended up just being crazy. But but in general, I've been trying to get a new lineup, I guess you could say. I
Right.
always try to get like 10. And then I kind of try to just like chop down at the 10, but trying to even get the 10 is the hard part because it's like they say one message that you don't like, and then it's just like, why am I even fooling with this?
Like
I
what?
know for
Like,
me, if I could get my lineup, I'll be solid. I can, do my little rotation. Who's
right.
who's Monday, who's Tuesday, whatever. But I can't even build my lineup right now because they all acting foolish.
So you just looking to like get to know people, hang out, have a good time. Like you're not worried about trying to be settled down, booed up somewhere.
I mean, at the end of the day, I would like to be, but they can't get on my nerves, and my nerves are easy to get on. So so it's a little difficult, but yes, I want to be settled down, wiped up, booed down, the whole family little thing situation. But right now, they're making it hard to even get the first date.
So now mine is a little different. Like, I'm all for meeting new people, but I've got a thing about germs. And all guys, all the recent guys that I've met via online have been like, oh, you're beautiful, yada, yada, yada. When can I see you? When can I come by? Hold up, bruh. You get your test done?
Right. Like come
Man,
see me. Let's get to know each other first. Like I don't know you. I don't want you to come see me and I don't know you. Like let alone where you've been, who you've been with, like all that other stuff.
and I'm all for until I got a ring, I could date them all. So the ones that
Right.
I have, I look at them funny. Can I come by? Where have you been outside of work? You know,
Let's let you
who,
come
who
back.
are you conversing with? Where have you been? Because social media tells it all. And you
Right.
be at the bars, honey, that's germs. I can't, I just quarantine by myself in the house. I'm okay with that. I don't even think I want to date right now.
That's real.
I'm scared.
That's real. Darnisha Raven.
I didn't date before quarantine, so I don't know. All the way around. That's my input.
So what about now? Like, have you been starting to? I mean, not necessarily dating, but at least like entertaining people, getting to know people. Like while you home, you ain't got
No.
you gonna talk. That's all you really can do at this point.
I mean, I'm all for talking a good game. I ain't gonna lie, I'll slice your life.
That that's where it gets funny at.
When we hit reality, I'm like,
Whoa, 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 whoa.
let me think about it. What's your address? Hold up, player. Hold up. Let give me a second. I don't know. I just like to talk trash. Maybe that's my problem.
Like, I can't go into just anybody's house, and I can't just let anybody come over to my house. And I don't like being out in public. So,
Facts. Big facts. So I don't know. First off, I don't date. I ain't out here on the scene. Because if I have to tell someone what my favorite color is one more time, I'ma lose it. Honestly. And it's unfortunate because now that I think I'm ready to move on from a situationship and start dating, men are nasty. Quarantine men are nasty. Like it's just nasty out here. Are we sure? Like
See,
let me be alone. Just let me be alone, God. I know what I need to be. Let me be alone.
that's weird coming from me because it's like I still see that. Like I still see how people be acting. I still see how people behave. So it's like you don't know better. Like nobody taught you better. Nobody taught you what you should and should not be saying to people the first time you meet them.
no, they don't.
Like, how does that work? And it's like, I know, like, I don't know. Sometimes I feel like Peter is like a rare occurrence, but then at the same time, it's like, there's got to be more people with common sense out there.
Nope, there aren't
It
any.
ain't.
There are none.
ain't.
Not a single one.
Not a single one.
I'm telling, look, I showed y'all the foolishness I've been dealing with today over here learning new acronyms, but they can't spell right. And I'm with you, like, I'm with
Can't
you.
spell
'Cause
or
I'm,
read.
I'm tired of, oh, so what type of music do you listen to? Oh, so what's your favorite color? Oh, so where are you originally from? Oh, I just want someone to know me and just be like and just let things flow. I'm so tired of the so what do you like to do? I like to go to the beach. What do you like to do? I like to watch basketball. What do you like?
It's
I'm
like
Am
the
I the
same
only
stuff
one
over
that
and over.
believes? Am I the only one that believes like half of it's a lie? Because it all sounds good, and I'll be like, they lying. I know they lying. Why are we
I
even
feel like
doing this? You
everything's a
lying,
lie.
right?
Everything's
So
a
you
lie
hate
until
me?
it's proven otherwise.
That's it. That's
And
exactly
it's so
it.
sad. Like I feel so bad whenever I'm just like, oh, I really want to believe this person, but in the back of my mind, I just feel like I don't think I could ever trust nobody. And I want to trust somebody so bad. I want to. But as soon as something don't add up right, a message don't
Yeah,
read right, I'll be
Make it
like,
make sense.
that's
yeah.
me. Look, I text y'all about this earlier. I was like, 1 + 2 ain't equal 3 over here. Something ain't right. Look, bruh,
Hello?
I'm need you to hit me with some honesty. I'm need you just going about your business.
That's the
And
thing.
so many men lie. Either they living with their fiance, they living with their wife, and they ain't happy, and they
They
don't want to
baby
date.
mama.
They living with their baby mama, and they just roommate. And they living with their mama, and they ain't paying no bills.
It's terrible out here.
I
I
swear.
think I'm too selfish to date because I'm not a date around person. Like, I'll date you. This isn't fun. Great. I'll move on. And then to be out here dating people who are dating people, yeah, just please don't touch me, you nasty.
It's tragic. It's tragic because, yes, the germ thing is real. Like, I purposely keep to myself for a reason. I get my checkups regularly, but these people be out here reckless in these streets and then they just want to be. I'm just like, okay, between hello and how are you, where did you get come over? That's what I want to know. Because they just like, oh, so what you getting into tonight? Well, you ain't getting into me.
So with that, do you think it's a self-invitation, or do you think it's a way for them to try to get to know you without it being like, what's your favorite color? What types of food do you like to eat? Like, asking somebody what they're doing tonight gives you an idea of what they do on a daily basis.
Well, that was a paraphrase. The usual sentence is, do you want some company?
Oh yeah, that's
That's what
definitely
they
no.
usually
say.
And it's
Oh,
like,
are you-
no, I'm
are
good.
you
I got my
sleeping?
dog. Like,
Are you
I'm
sleeping
chilling.
without me? Like,
Oh, I hate that.
I think
Yeah.
I
that
would have slept better if you were here. No, you wouldn't have. No, you
Right.
wouldn't have.
Why do y'all think they pull out? Like, so to me, it's like the same stuff over and over and over and over and over again.
Ain't it?
So it's like,
Ain't it?
just like we all talking about what these dudes be saying, and then how foolish it is. Do they not talk with their friends about this type of stuff? Like,
No.
They hype each other up. This is
That's
their
it.
go-to.
Okay.
They're
so
like, yes, you should definitely talk to her like that. She gonna love that.
no,
Gonna love it.
I'm telling you, I swear to you, because like I've been trying to hit on my coworker or whatever, right? But like low key subtle, he doesn't quite. It's like he probably knows but doesn't know.
Right.
But when me and him were talking about dating and relationships the other day, he was talking about getting finessed. I'm just trying to figure out who can teach me how to finesse. I have not been able to finesse nobody. And all the guys were like, oh, all these girls are on here for money. They're just trying to finesse me. They're trying to scam me. Okay, well, can they
Here
teach
we
me
are with feelings and stuff.
apparently the dudes are getting finessed by somebody. It's just not us. I don't know. But they swear they're being finessed left and right. And I'm just like, well, I'm getting played left and right by y'all. So what's the deal?
That's it. That's the thing. So I'm like, okay, somebody's out here finessing you. So you're gonna turn around. Are you finessing me?
Hello?
Because
So
I'm not
question.
finesse culture, but I'm ready.
Are they actually being finessed, or are women making them, show them that you worth something?
and I think that's the thing
Like-
too. It's like, if you're,
Mm.
there's something about being reluctant to like change or be better. It's like, you should accept me just as I am with all the trash that I'm bringing with me. Like, you should be lucky to have me like I'm some prize. And it's like,
I'm the prize.
thank
Hello.
you. So when you have people who are like pushing back against that, you're not just going to tell me dumb shit and expect me to go with it. It's like, I feel like that's why people then be like, she wasn't cute anyways. She finessed me. I wasn't really like all this other stuff. So it's like, it just seems very hard to be out in
It
the
is.
world. Like,
It's real rough because so like my coworker's definition of finesse was he spent $50+ on a dinner date, a brunch date, a whatever date, and then he gets ghosted. And I was just like, okay, well, first and foremost,
That's not finessing.
thank you. I said, if you didn't hand out any money, I thought you handed out money, bags, trips.
Yeah,
What?
like
He was like, oh, no. They just got a real fancy dinner about me. And I was like,
That's a
$50 for
date.
both of y'all. That's not fancy.
That's
So-
so, you be right. He would be A-okay without that $50.
right.
What did
Come
you
on
take
now.
the chick to Applebee's? Because I could spend $50 in there on my meal, my drinks. Like, what are you doing?
I was gonna say, y'all got a 2 for $20, 2 drinks and a sundae to share for $50. Like,
know.
Okay, pre-weight loss surgery, I was tearing up 3 faux entrees. Don't play.
Come on now.
Like, I'll spend $50 on a meal alone for myself pre-weight loss surgery, so don't even. But yeah, so I don't know, maybe their definition of finesse is different because then he was just like, oh, I'm just gonna do coffee and ice cream dates. To be honest with you, I would prefer that because within the
Yeah.
first 15 minutes, I'm
You
gonna
already
know
know,
my
yeah.
nerves and I'm gonna need to
Mhm.
exit stage left.
Yep.
so do you
Like,
think,
I'm gonna know.
do you think those are like, I don't know, because I don't know, I'm not comfortable going to eat at a restaurant today, like, let alone go meet up with somebody for the first time
Mhm.
at a coffee shop. So it's like,
So I went out last week to dinner at a restaurant for the first time, and I ate inside, and then I went again 2 days later. So that was probably the first time in this whole thing that I've been out anywhere, because you know me,
Mhm.
support
Mhm.
local business,
right.
DoorDash until I die.
Hello.
So,
Like, it's ridiculous what we pay in delivery fees. Because,
yeah,
like,
So ridiculous.
$50. He got finessed out of $50 via DoorDash. That's what it was. Because boy, they get me every time. Every time.
she was like,
So
order me some food, and then, like, never talk to him again.
it's
Right.
just it seems different. I know there's a lot of outside restaurant settings right now that, okay, I'm comfortable enough to go do that, have a
Mhm.
drink, catch up, get to know you type of situation. But I'm probably the only one here that's not on any type of online dating because woo, I remember when I used to sit on my mama's washer on the hood of the car on the countertop talking to boys on the phone endless hours, and I can't let that go. Cause I don't know what this is. I can't text you for endless hours. We either gonna talk or we're gonna meet up face to face. Like I'm out here feeling that teenage love affair stuff, and this texting ain't it. I don't want it.
I
Oh,
can't
I
do
don't
it.
want it.
Don't call me, okay? Don't call
That
me.
that
I was gonna say that's
Don't call me. I hate a phone call. Like if it's not prearranged and you're not my grandma, don't call me.
so. Would you take like okay? So would you do like a voice phone call as like a date, kind of, sorta?
no.
No,
No?
I think that's
No.
like a getting to know you kind of thing. And my problem is I can't get past the first day of getting to know you. Oh, so you got you got kids, you don't got kids, your mama's name is what? You live where? Okay, well that was fun. I'm bored now. And then I'm done. So
The rate that they ask for the phone number is, hey, what's your number? No, don't ask for my phone number. Like, does anyone not guard? And I get it. I mean, I'm on 5011 telemarketer list, but the last thing I need is one more aggravating person to have my phone number.
It's bothering you for no good reason.
And then it's
Like,
like,
do you want me to call you? No,
nope.
absolutely not.
And then, my situation, I have a very different schedule. I don't need you to have my number and think that you texting me at 2:00 in the afternoon, good afternoon, beautiful. No, I'm
Oh, I
sleeping
hate that.
overnight. What is night hours?
night.
Good morning, beautiful. How did you sleep? I didn't.
Well,
It's only 6 a.m. And when we're in different time zones, boy, leave me alone. Leave me alone.
Just
Like,
somebody your
disgusting
friend.
out here, man.
No, I don't know. I'm not a very good online dater because I don't really look. I watch too much Lifetime, and when a guy is like, "Oh, I want to meet you too fast," okay, you want to lock me up in your basement with a buck.
Precisely.
Like,
Precisely.
right.
I need
Right.
like a public place. I need your government name because I ain't gonna lie, I'm fitting to case search you, bruh. I'm fitting to know what you
Facts.
driving before you can meet me. I need to be with like a whole bunch of people that's
Mm-hmm.
gonna be like, oh my goodness, he took that young lady. Yeah, call the peoples, honey. Help a sister out. So I don't even really like meeting new people that I don't. I'm horrible at it. I don't even know why I'm online.
I feel like what COVID did this year is it snatched an opportunity to meet new people because when you out and you vibing with someone, it's different when you meet them in a
So different.
space
Mm-hmm.
versus being online. Because this online ain't working for me. I'm gonna be single until we can be outside again. I swear. I swear. Because if I don't meet them at work, and sometimes I don't want to meet them at work. I don't want you to be my customer or anything like that. Nothing big wild. But the customers be coming with the snacks. They bring effort. They call before they come. Like I need
You
that.
had me as snacks, like
Right?
bring
I
me a
need that kind of
sandwich.
interaction. Like, hey, like there's a employee there that's trying to slide his way in, and like I just won't go out with him because I don't want to cross that line. Because woo child, don't date your coworkers. I've done that 3 times, and it doesn't work. So don't date your coworkers. I know you think it's gonna work.
I think
But
it's
it's not
because
gonna
of COVID. COVID is the only reason why I'm even entertaining a coworker because
Yeah.
I know him already. I think that's why. Because like
It's
even when I was
comfortable.
still in the office,
Mm-hmm.
like I had seen him before. I have said hello before.
Mhm.
So like now that we're in the same area and I
Mhm.
have more communication with him, I'm just like, this isn't too bad
Why not?
because of COVID. It's all COVID's fault. It got me
It's
thinking.
it's not. It's not because pre-COVID, it felt comfortable to date like coworkers because these are the people I spend all
Y'all
my
spend
time
all your
with.
time with,
Mhm.
You know me, I know you, I know what you're eating every day for lunch. I know what your home situation is like because we have a
You
15-minute
talking
vid
about it.
session when you come in the morning. And it's funny, we're laughing at the same jokes. Like I'm entertaining the idea of this person because it's comfortable. We feel safe. I know
It's
him. I
convenient.
know
Yeah.
what you drive. I know where you live. I'll see your car if I have to.
Bring your
So
house down, but
You gotta do what you
it
gotta do.
escalates. It escalates quickly, but it's comfortable. And I
Mhm.
think that's what online dating takes away from meeting someone in person is okay, I don't have a chance to get comfortable with you because you want to talk all this nonsense and social media has helped people perpetuate stereotypes and different lies in life that aren't really their lives.
Mhm.
So you just see a picture and then you be like, nah, he lying. I'm skeptical of everything. Everything. Everything is a
Yeah,
conspiracy and I know it's working against me.
it's not meant
So
to be.
nope.
These pictures ain't all that great out here.
and
These,
I peep
these
everything
men,
in the
they be
pictures.
popping
I
the
peep what's
angles
going
that
on
they're
in the
seeing.
background.
I would say I need to see the environment.
But yeah, because like pre-COVID, I didn't even entertain coworkers. That for
Mhm.
me, COVID is making me more interested. Because pre-COVID, I had a firm rule: no coworkers. But now that I'm at home, and he's still in the office. I actually ran into him today. He's still in the office, and I went in to go get the rest of the stuff out my desk. It's like knowing that I'm not going to see him regularly. That I think that's what made me comfortable with it. But I don't know. I can't. I just can't get with it. I don't trust no one to go on a date. I don't trust no one to come over here. I don't trust going to no one's house because same thing. I watch Lifetime a little bit too much. And yes, in those pictures, I be like, okay, hold on. Now I know that it is 2020. This picture looks like it's from 2015, 2005. Like, why is your picture so pixelated? You ain't got no
Yeah.
updated photos. Like every little thing, I'd be
Sketchy,
critiquing.
just
I'd be like, he a
sketchy.
liar.
Yep.
Yeah. And I think with like so like with catfish and how everybody is like aware of what to look out for when something don't
Mhm.
quite seem right online, it's like you're already hypersensitive to those things. And then on top of the fact that, like Ravine said, some people just aren't online daters. That's not their realm of comfort. So it's like,
Mhm.
what do you do in a time like this where you can't really go out and meet and mingle like you used to, but online dating isn't really an option either? Like, do you just be like, all right, I'm gonna just sit and chill by myself for a minute? Like,
Better call up some of your exes.
I was about to say that. You call up whoever's on the roster
Go,
that's
go with what
safe.
you know.
Hey,
Go with what you
stranger.
know. Right.
hey,
Hey,
big
big head.
head.
Big head, yes.
Long time no see.
Y'all,
Man.
I'm ashamed to say, as soon as we're finished with this, I'm about to hey big head my way about this room. So
No.
Are you
I know.
serious?
Where you going?
Look,
Where are you going?
Right.
If you don't want it to be on the podcast, I can snip this part out. Where are you going?
y'all know where I'm going. I only hey big head the same person forever. So
Why?
The same person who had you not putting the pizza away last night.
yo, I was so upset.
And I'm over
So
here, no, not the pizza.
let
I
me
didn't
tell
bring up your
y'all.
phone. I was worried about that pizza.
It wasn't even nothing big wild for me to be upset about, but it got me worked up because please don't mansplain anything to me. Nothing, not a thing, nothing. And so then it became an argument of you not about to sit here and mansplain to me. And then I'm mad. Darnisha gets up to get ready and go to bed. She was like, you still out here? She came back out for something. She was like, you still out here? TV's off. The light is on. Like, I ain't got no music, no nothing going on. It's just me and the phone. I sat on that couch until 12 o'clock. I was like, you know what?
I know you fucking around.
I'm going to bed upset, like going back and forth in text message because I didn't want to get on the phone. Took my phone in the room, got into bed, went to sleep. I slept all night, but I didn't charge my phone. I didn't put the pizza away. I don't remember if I ever started the show on my TV. Nothing.
So it takes a little
Nothing.
anger to get a good night's sleep.
I was gonna say, why do you let him get you that angry?
Right.
It wasn't even like he wasn't trying to be a dick. He was trying to be a dude. who mansplains, and I can't stand that.
That's
It's
not the
just
same thing.
it
Sounds like it to
No.
me.
because it wasn't what he said that wasn't valid. It's that, okay, I hear what you're saying, but you're wrong, and you keep trying to explain to me why you're right, and that ain't it. That ain't it. Like we were literally talking about something about work, and he was trying to explain to me how I need to be as a leader. When, sir, I've already been a leader. You come to me for advice. Please don't get it twisted. I don't need you to explain to me how to be a leader. I take all types of feedback and criticism. And to me, I was saying, I know how to make mistakes and learn from them. And I have to be able to do that. I don't need you to explain any of that to me. And it was just like, nope, I'm going to bed. I'm going to bed because this is going to stress me out. And you know, once you get to arguing with the Aries, it don't
Ain't no
stop here.
stopping.
Ain't no stopping here.
Because we gotta have the last word.
Always. Always.
And if I have to walk away so I have the last word, then that's just what it is.
And that's what
If
I
I have
did.
to block you
That's
so
when I
I
went
can
to
have the
bed last
last
night. I was
word,
like, nope,
that's what it is.
I'm going to bed because this is it. I said what I said, and that's all. And I forgot everything else. Everything else.
Exactly. I hate when they
Big
get
wow.
you so worked up because I remember the crazy one that I had to cut off that I was talking to for a minute. We were sitting in my living room, and he loves to have, I love deep intellectual conversations. So we're talking about
They lie.
social
It's a lie.
justice and, being a black woman in corporate America. And he's just trying to tell me everything is mindset. And the only reason why I haven't been promoted is because of my mindset. So fast forward, at some point in time, he basically said that white people were more intelligent than black people. And I said, and you can proceed
I
to
was wrong. See your
get out of
face?
my house. I was
He was in your house talking this dumb.
Ooh, that's
sitting
Lord.
across he was sitting on the corner over there,
Used to be a
and I was sitting right here, and I was like, yeah, you could go now. You could go now.
the
He's like,
audacity. Ugh.
right. And I'm just like, I'm only a black female in corporate America, so I kind of know what I'm talking about. I know my credentials. I know the people who have been picked over me's credentials. I know what I'm talking about.
Not only that, how are you going to try to discredit my experience? Like, I'm
Yeah.
telling you what my experience is.
Right. And like all you've done was work in warehouses. Not that I'm downplaying that. I've dated a lot of warehouse workers,
Mhm.
but you were working in a warehouse and couldn't work your own ranks there, but you're going to try to tell me about like true corporate America. Gotcha.
got it.
Yeah,
Right.
but yeah, I'm just like those conversations that just take you. I mean, I was burning up. I was so hot at that conversation, and they just walk off like,
Like, it ain't nothing.
just basically set you on fire. Like you just go walk away after you set me on fire, and then 2 days
Yeah,
later
that-
be like, "Hey,
That's
what's
what they
up?"
do.
Like,
Ain't
ain't
no
nothing
way.
happened.
Woo.
So how do you feel about having those tough conversations early, though? Like, if somebody hit you up very first time y'all talking, like, how do you feel about bringing out what are your views on politics? Like, do you
Better
think
than know
politics is
early.
a real thing? Like, how do
I
you?
like it. I'm fine with discussing it up front because,
Don't waste
just
my
like
time.
you said, early, and it also just makes you could either appreciate that they actually are woke in a sense, or if they're the people who are just a conspiracy theorist, you could be like, like, nah, this ain't gonna work. So it's like you could get sort of insight, like, okay, I could deal with the way he views XYZ as long as he's not too crazy, because there's a lot of conspiracy theorists nowadays.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Go ahead, Ray.
He's like, right here.
I know it's me. I'm a conspiracy theorist. It's me right here, baby.
She's not
Oh,
lying.
I'm gonna text you later. I heard one today that had me kind of like, I can't wait.
Have you heard my theory on hurricane?
Oh,
That
Lord.
they come from our ancestors because they all originate off the coast of
Of
Africa,
Africa.
and they're only hitting slave states.
I can see that. Well, no, they had that one hurricane that tore through like New Hampshire and Delaware and all that other stuff a couple years back.
Now that I had that
The
theory
whites.
with the Sahara dust storm. So I had the ancestor theory with the Sahara dust storm. Now that one I felt was our ancestors, because we ain't never seen no dust storm travel across the water.
Facts.
Nah.
Big facts. So, yep, that's me. That's me. But I think to that same question though, it depends, because me, private eye detective, you give me somebody's name, I want their Facebook, I want to look them up on Google, I want to look them up on Instagram. I love reading comments. I will go down pictures. Like I'm scrolling back. This
Who
one
liked
like
this
this,
post?
you related to this one. Let me go back. Do I have any mutuals with you or mutuals with your mutuals? So
Mutuals
that's
with your
me.
mutuals though?
Mutual. Oh, if I got time, I'm gonna find something. I'm
You
gonna
be
find
finding
something.
the time.
Like I can find the time. Like people be like, "How do you find XYZ?" I got time. Google is your friend 365, and if you don't have Google, you know different social media platforms. You gonna find something.
Yeah, true.
So typically beforehand, like I pretty much know what somebody's views are. I'd be like, this is a hit or miss, and I hate to prejudge a person, but sometimes this spot on.
Mm-hmm.
It's spot on. It is what it is. And that can help me avoid a lot of that, because I find that I don't like to have a lot of those conversations with people who aren't my particular friend group, or like even if it's somebody I'm getting to know, because the minute you piss me off, like I got no chance for you, there's no take backs. In my friend group, at least, we're having educated conversations, we're
Mhm.
talking through things, we know each other enough to say pause, I don't know about that. And if you look at me and say pause, I don't know about that, you can get up. You don't have to know about nothing, honey. Carry on. So I avoid doing that if I have to, even at work. Like today, they were talking about um, some political things, and I was just like, wow. Me and Darnisha were just talking about that last night, and how they was having that conversation in an open environment, not
Work is
with
not the
people
place
just
for that.
Work is not
walking
the
through.
place.
Especially
It's not.
down where I work at. That is not the place for that.
Especially, and for me, I hate when people at work try to have a conversation, because like I was one of 2 Black people in the entire office. So hearing a whole
Right.
bunch of old white people try to like pretend like they care and understand, and it's such a shame what's happening, but it's like, okay, but like where was that 2 seconds ago? Why am I the only Black person in this office if y'all really cared about
Y'all, it's like
all of that?
maybe all of 10 Black people that work at the school I work at. And 3 of us are in one room. 2 of them are in another room. How all 5 of us end up in one room, and that's what we're talking about, with the door open, so you know how the conversation is going.
Right.
And that was wild to me, because that's exactly, it was a group of two Black people, me right there. First off, we were on the cusp of a morning meeting talking about other things, and like I guess he was just trying to be relatable and ask questions, but now it's not the
That's
time
about
for
something
that,
else.
because here comes the white manager strolling through, and now it's like, oh, hushed tones, and he knows he.
Yeah.
So now's not the time. Now's not the time. So
Especially when y'all talking loud and you're having a very, what some might view as a heated conversation,
yep.
because they're talking very loudly like they do. Y'all can't do that up in here.
Not today.
I feel like it's tough to navigate though, because it's like if you don't have those conversations, then how will people know? But then it's also like everything else that's tied around those conversations. Like, one, don't get me wrong, I'm very aware of what goes on in the media day to day, but because of that, I don't want to talk about that all day. I don't want to talk about another person being shot for no reason all day. So it's like, can we do something else? Can we talk about something else? Can
Literally,
like regular world still exists? Just because I'm Black, like that doesn't mean that's the trauma is all that exists in my life.
Yeah.
Right. Last week, I literally had to tell someone, because they sent me a Joe Biden video, and just like it was a smear campaign for Joe Biden, and I was like, well, still not going to vote for Trump. And then he's just like, oh, well, I just want to know what you think about the video. I said, first of all, this week, all I'm worried about is celebrating my birthday. I don't want to talk about anything serious. The weight of the world has been way too heavy since 2020 came rolling in. I want no parts of it.
Right.
Like I'm especially just because like when you're an empath and you just take on everything,
Mhm.
I
Protect your
can't.
peace.
I was just like, I refuse to keep letting myself get depressed, be upset, get enraged over all these things over and over and over again. So it's like, yes, sometimes I need a break. If you
Mhm.
feel like that's me not caring, sorry, but I need a break at some point in time. So it's
Protect your
just,
peace.
yeah, the weight of the world is
Be
way
where
too
you
heavy
can.
sometimes.
That's the truth.
Definitely
That
is.
is the truth.
I mean that
It's
I get all of y'all points, but also the other side of that, like, yeah, I work in healthcare. So yes, it is predominantly Caucasian workplace. It's like maybe two of us overnight, that's it. When you have people who are bold enough to tell you, it just happened. It's just life, when they're really cavalier and it's like, it makes you feel different. Like, what, Samantha, I
Mhm.
thought you was cool. But now I feel like I wish I could slide you right now, but I need this little piece of 9 to 5. So, there's another side to it when you meet somebody who's
Mhm.
not like, oh, I'm sympathetic to the African American community. And they'd be like, no, they practically like white power, they gotta
Yeah.
do. And it make you feel different at the workplace, like, So I tell them quick,
Definitely
look,
understand.
y'all don't want to have this conversation with me, and I'm gonna be upfront with y'all because you're not about to like what I'm gonna say. So I'm gonna go down here and do what I gotta do. Y'all
Mhm.
can sit here and do what you gonna do. We just don't include me, and I don't want to hear about it. And I cut it
That's
right
why
off
I
right
don't.
there.
That's why I don't feel like it's a conversation to be had just anywhere and everywhere.
Right.
Agreed.
And then it's also like you don't know who wants to be part of that conversation. So
Yeah.
like oftentimes you just hear people talking and then they want to be like, "Hey, what's your input?" And it's like,
I don't want
I
to talk
don't
to you
need
about
to.
that. Just go home.
I'm good. I'm okay.
Leave me over here by myself.
And
I don't want to be involved.
hey, y'all. Thanks for checking into this week's episode of the Adult Deck Podcast. I really hope you enjoyed our talk tonight, and I hope you look forward. Part 2 will be posted next week. So I'll see you back here Sunday, ready to hear part 2 of our talk tonight. And throw out some more ideas, throw out some comments, suggestions, questions, anything that you would like for us to cover. I will probably have the ladies back on another episode. So stay tuned, and I look forward to you all getting to see it. Bye.